As the world fights this battle against coronavirus, lots of students now have to start studying from home. However, I know this poses a very difficult challenge to most students because we find it hard to remain focused when we're at home. And to even make matters worse, we can't go out to that place that we always love to study. If you've ever felt this way, you're not alone. The good news is that I found a way around that. And so in this video, I'm going to be sharing 10 tips on how to study from home successfully. Let's go. Hi everyone, what's up Clevy Nation? Welcome back to my channel. In case we are just meeting for the first time, my name is Clevy. Right here on this channel, I love to talk about productivity, studying, lifestyle, organization, and all that good stuff. And in case you're interested in these types of videos, make sure you join Clevy Nation by clicking on that subscribe button just below this video and by clicking on the notification bell that pops up beside it to get notified every single time I upload a new video every Saturday. And if you're excited about what we are going to be diving into today, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Click on that like button just below this video so YouTube can recommend this video to more people on this platform. The very first thing on my list is for you to have a specific goal for your study session. What do I mean by that? Let me give an example that will make you understand this point. Now, if I have to read this textbook, I need to think about what I want to get at the end of the day. Meaning I need to think about what do I want to know at the end of the day after reading this textbook. Maybe at the end of the day I want to read 2 chapters, or I want to read 3 chapters, or I want to know the difference between gram-positive bacteria and gram-negative bacteria, or I want to know about the different staining methods or what have you. But I need to know my objective. So that's what I want you to also do. I need to always read with your end goal in sight. Write it down on a sheet of paper so you can be able to look at that goal and work towards it. It's easier that way than just picking up that textbook and just reading. And by always checking in on these goals, you won't get lost, you won't lose momentum, but it's gonna keep you focused. The next thing you have to do is to create a realistic study schedule. If you go to school every day, you're probably used to some sort of routine in your life. Due to this current situation, the coronavirus outbreak, people are encouraged to stay at home. It can be quite a challenge for that your daily routine that you're already used to. Suddenly you're home all day and you have nowhere to go to. This is why you should create a realistic study schedule. Normally when school is in session, I start my routine by waking up around 6 a.m. But right now, because of what's happening, I wake up around 10 or 11, and this depends on what happened or the time I slept the night before. Here are some things to think about while creating this study schedule. What time would you like to get up during this time? How many hours of sleep do you need? What do you need to do every day? What time do you want to end every day? And so many other questions that you need to ask yourself depending on how you want your day to go. I find this super helpful because it will be easy to stick to a new routine when you know what this new schedule is. PJs are a no-no. Don't hang around in your pajamas. This will only make you feel lazy. Putting on clothes that you would wear to your classes will make you feel less like it's a Sunday and more like it's a work day. I know, right now you're asking me if I want you to wear that clothes you wear to classes and stay at home. Yes, that's actually what I want you to do. I know it's an effort, but it's totally worth it. You instantly feel more like making something out of your day, thereby increasing productivity. Talking about productivity, if you know you missed my last upload where I was talking about how to be more productive in lockdown, make sure you go check it out because you definitely don't want to miss it. I gave awesome tips and strategies on how to be more productive during this time. And if you want to watch that video, you could click the card that is popping up on the screen right now, or you could check my description box because the link to that video is right there. So make sure you go check it out. Start small. This also helps to feel accomplished and to gain momentum. You see, it's tempting to look at the end goal and start scheduling many tasks, wanting to do everything right away. Personally, this just overwhelms me a lot and makes me not even want to start at all. Don't pack your days. It's better to divide and work consistently throughout weeks than to cram everything in a few days. Most often I realize that we overestimate what we can do in one day and underestimate what we can do in a week. It's a lot better for our self-esteem and peace of mind to know that we can achieve our goals through consistency and not getting burnt out. Starting small can also mean to start with a 25-minute session, which is more appealing than a full day of studying. Remember, it doesn't have to be all at once, and you've got to slowly but surely create a designated workspace. If you don't have one, it's a great idea to make one. All you need is a desk or a table that you can work on, a comfortable chair you can sit on, some pens, paper, your books, and laptop. Don't add too many things because those can only become a distraction. I've realized that spaces affect your mentality so much, especially when you're working from home during this period. So I want you to treat your working space as a class or an office. This is where you go to start working or to start studying, and you can leave once you're done or when the day is over. Treat it as such. And I need to also add this: don't do anything else other than working on that workspace, so your brain can easily associate that place with just working, so that whenever you go there to sit, your brain just knows it's time to work. And this really helps. Learn to study effectively. Let me play you a 30 seconds clip. As students, we struggle with many issues that are competing for our time and attention, thereby making it hard to concentrate on studying. Being in school, we know that exams is an important factor that determines how we'll progress from one year to another. With this fact on our minds, we know it definitely calls for studying. Many a times we put in hours and hours of studying and yet don't get the result we desire. Due to this frustration, a lot of students give up on studying because what's the need of doing something continuously without getting good results? Well, I came to this conclusion: we are not studying effectively. Learning how to study effectively will make you study smarter and not harder. It will lead to shorter hours of studying, as we all love, and more importantly, get us the results we've always desired. So grab a pen and notebook as I share these life-changing tips on how to study effectively for your exams. Ooh, that was so deep and meaningful. Sorry to cut the video right there, but that's the intro of one of my videos where I was talking about how to study effectively. So make sure you click on the card right now that is popping up to watch that video, or you could check my description box because the link to that video is right there, because this also helps you to study smart and not hard. Keep distractions away. To be honest, one of the things that we really struggle with whenever we want to read as students is our phones. So make sure you just stay away from your phone. It can be really tempting to spend hours a day on your phone, especially when there's nothing much else to do and you have nowhere to go to. You can do a few things to limit your phone time and to stay focused on your work. Here are some suggestions I have for you. You could put your phone in another room. You can turn on the airplane mode on your phone, or you could turn your phone off during certain hours, or download an app that limits your phone usage. Know your top priorities every day. This is something that I can't do without. I don't start working until I've figured out what my top priorities are for the day. This is so important because it's easy to fall into a slump, or you just don't really know what you're doing anymore and you're just doing something else. You see, you could either write it down on a piece of paper, you could write it down on a board, but as long as your top priorities are visible somewhere on your desk, you're good to go. This will remind you of what you're working on and what you should do next once you finish one priority item. So make sure you do this. Write down your top priorities for the day and work towards accomplishing it. At the end of the day, bring it all out and check it off. Look for the things that you haven't done and do it. Include fun things to do. Have something that you look forward to at the end of your efforts, at the end of the day. You don't have to study or work all day to be productive. You can use some evening activities to motivate yourself during your working hours. These evening activities are a great way to relax and get your mind off things. Remember that just because you could work all day doesn't mean you should, and that learning to stop working is also a great way of learning when to start. And so it's all about balance. In case you've run out of ideas about fun things to include in your day, don't worry, I've got you covered. I made an entire video about 100 things to do when you get bored. So make sure you go check it out because we definitely need that list to stay sane. You could also click on the card that is popping up right now on the screen, or you could check my description box because the link to that video is right there. Watch your sleeping schedule. Remember, early to bed, early to rise. I know it can be really easy to sleep in and stay up late watching movies or all kind of Netflix shows, but it will also mess up your sleeping schedule, which will affect your productivity levels during the day. Make sure you finish whatever you have to do during the day. Keep to your bedtime so you'll be able to wake up early the next day feeling fresh and ready for what the day brings. After all said and done, don't feel pressured to be productive. This is a crazy time and you just have to take care of yourself. And so you could use this time to take a break and to hit the reset button on your life. The most important thing to do is just to maintain a positive mindset, keep to the lockdown rules, and to stay safe. This too shall pass. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you let me know by giving it a thumbs up. Share this video because sharing is caring, and leave me a comment letting me know what you'll be doing with this time that you have. Join the family. Join Clevy Nation by clicking on that subscribe button just below this video and by clicking on that notification bell to get notified every single time I upload a new video every Saturday. Clevy Nation, I can't wait to see you in my next video. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay blessed. I love you and thank you for watching. Bye.